May Gavanin, everybody, and welcome to the stream. My name is Talisian. There you are, and here I am, and today on Sword and Sorcery Sunday, we are doing Lord of the Rings Online. And yes, I did actually update my scorecard up there, so it actually is correct today. Yeah, I didn't get 26 in the first 30 minutes of the stream yesterday. I wish I did, but I didn't. Oh, hey, Descardo, how you doing? Good seeing you, my friends, and good seeing all of you out there. This is part 9 of the evacuation of Edoras. We are currently in the Broad Acres area, and we are working on evacuating the different surroundings around Edoras to get them ready to move to Dunharrow for Sauron's attack. And we've been having some interesting things that have been going on in the Broad Acres area, so we'll have to catch up with those. So what else do I want to mention? Oh, if there are any events that you would like for me to advertise on my stream, please send me an email at talisian@gmail.com with the subject line LOTRO events. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, you can post down below on the links and give me the information. Or you can join me on my Discord server. We not only talk about Lord of the Rings Online, but we also talk about Path of Exile and Diablo and Last Epoch and Titan's Quest and other such action RPGs as well. Looking at the calendar, 18th anniversary gift is still available, and the LI reward track is still up. This is season 17. I'm already up to rank 9. I'm working on rank 9 already after one stream, so that's promising. That's promising. Coming up to the first sealed chest of Embers and Figments up there at level 15, and level 10 is an embellished coffer of ancient script. So we're doing good on that. And there's still 2 months and 26 days left on this LI reward track. And every day is a Hobbit's birthday, but we are the fortunate ones to get the presents. And today's present is 200 Virtue XP in some rare Matham Hunter's armor. Used to select a class-appropriate piece of armor. So I will pass that on to one of my alts, because they can definitely use it. So we will go ahead and throw that there, and we will use this. Here we go. I have been busy working on things here in the in my guild house, kinship house. I have an oven, a forge, a workbench, a study. I've got a supplier horn there, and on the inside I have my task kit, so I can pick up some universal. Where is it here? Where is it? Is it crafting? Yes, some universal ingredient packs, which if you don't have the ingredients for an item, but you really want to make it, you can use ingredient packs to make up for it. Very important for crafting. I'm going to go ahead and pick up the VIP rewards, which are right down here in the main square of this homestead. This is the Appledale Homesteads, by the way, on the Appledale Shire Homesteads Angmar server. If you would like to come by and visit the kin house at any time you like.
Give me a moment of your time, friend.
I'll go ahead and take those.
Hello there.
Get those reset. Always good to reset those because they have a 14-day limit. And there have been a few times, even on these streams, where I have been out in the wilds for more than 14 days because I'm just places where it's just too hard to try to get back and forth from. So I go ahead and I just stay out there and I lose my VIP jug. But not today. So we are working on the quest called Unmeasured Malice. Flood help. So that means we need to head back to Woodhurst. So yeah, let's head to Woodhurst real quick. Let me get rid of this. Yes, we've been working on evacuating the different. Let me go ahead and should be able to get a ride to Brockridge.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
Brockridge with travel. We're going to do that. We've been working here in the Woodhurst Brockridge area, questing for a bit, trying to get them set up, and I was tasked on my tail end of last session to head to a village that they lost contact with, Floodweld. I think it's called Floodweld. Is it Floodweld? Flodgeheld. Excuse me. Flodgeheld. And I need to head over there, and I was working with them, working with the lone survivor out there, trying to get them taken care of. So let me get buffed up real quick. And then we'll go ahead and head over there and turn these quests in that I've got now, because I've been working on that area. There we go. Let's mount up. There we go. So we'll go ahead and turn those quests in and get these people set up. Unfortunately, the village of Flodgeld was attacked by the White Hand, and unfortunately the farming village was destroyed before I could do anything. So I did find one survivor, got him patched up, and he asked me to go over to the White Hand encampment, which is to the which is right down here, and to go ahead and do some, make some good trouble, as it were. But as you can see, the village is in flames right now, so we'll go ahead and turn that quest in and then see what else other assistance he needs.
I am afraid of what is happening to these lands.
I could hear the explosions from here. That was masterfully done, my good high elf. You really went above and beyond, and for that I thank you. My wounds are mended and I will be making my way back to Woodhurst soon. However, I did notice something concerning while you were gone. Let's see here. Agility, Vitality, Finesse, Critical. Agility, Vitality, Fate, Evade. So, that one.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
Follow the trail. I noticed a party of White Hand warriors pass by here while you were in Mad Fusham. The group was smaller than that was attacked Flodgeld and Brockbridge not long ago. They seem to be heading north up the river and may have crossed at a nearby ford. Their presence in the north would not bode well. You should follow their trail and see if you can find where they went and help those who may need it. Absolutely. And he's going to make his way back home. And we'll go ahead and clear up a few things here. Let me take a look at those shoulder pads real quick here. I'm level 160. Huge jump, huge jump. Lose some crit rating. I don't really think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it. This way? Up by the river, okay. Alright, we'll follow the river for a bit and see if we can find him. Let me go ahead and mount up. There we go. Couldn't be too far away. Yeah, they're less than 200 meters away, so they're not that far. Is that them? They're over there. You found the ford in the river where the enemy is likely to have crossed. And there's a footprint. You are following the trail of the White Hand and should find more evidence nearby. Well, I found a rich Eurolingus current deposit, which I'm very grateful for. Yeah, less than 100 meters away, so we'll just go on foot. There's the next set of footprints. You are following the trail right hand and should find more evidence nearby. Also less than 100 meters away to the next set of footprints. Looks like they're headed more into the woods. The trail has led you to Mate Isanor, one of Giefelmann's mines. Interesting. Very interesting. You see, I had a feeling he was trouble. I didn't trust him very much. So we'll go ahead and scout Mate Isilmore and see if we can Isernor. Oh, that buddy was heading a shadowy wraith. And I'll take those 2 tattered shadows. That's a good way to start the day. Here we go. Very interesting. All right, well, here we are. You've discovered Mate Isanor, and that was the 9 points of interest in the Stone Deans. Rohan is a home to many great cities and settlements. Explorer of the Stone Deans title and some gold. I reached my virtue cap, so I need to go ahead and change more of my thing here. You can only have a highest rank of 47 currently at my level, so that's 44, 44, 47, 42, 42. So we'll do Valor. There we go. And I also picked up 5 LOTRO points. There we go. Alright, let's search around here. Oh, it says to talk to Hildebrand, not to search in the area yet. Okay. But you can see White Hand warriors right there, and they're stationed at the camp. Alright, let's head back to Woodhurst. One of Giefelmann's mines. And it's not the main one that I was sent to earlier. Very interesting. Because that mine is right there. And there's Woodhurst. And that's lower Woodhurst where the Dunlendings are at. I mean, I could go through there, but I'd probably have to do a bunch of fighting and stuff, and I really don't want to do that yet. I want to work on some questing right now. So we will see what Hildebrand has to say, because he's the one that my quest says to talk to. But I also want to talk to Giefelmann to say, what the heck's going on here, buddy? There's the farmhouse. Alright, let's hear what he has to say about this.
There is no lack of things to be done.
The enemies crossed the river. Ah, that is ill news indeed, but we cannot deal with Maid Isendorn yet. Woodhurst is still further out of our grasp since you were last here. We need your help now, more than ever.
There is no lack of things to be done.
Farm fields of Woodhurst. Most of my wounds have healed, but I am still fairly weak. But the city cannot wait for me. Giefelmund is a strong ally, but he does not seem able to keep control of the city. What or who is drawing such darkness and hate upon us, I wonder. I've heard rumors from Caelan that farmers have gone missing, and I worry for them, and particularly for the owner of this home, my dear friend who graciously let us stay here. Please, speak to Caelan and see if you can help. Okay, there we go. There's Caelan right there.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
The rumors are true. The farmers have all gone missing, including the man who owns this home. They've not been seen for over a day, which is very unusual for them. We need to look for them right away, but I worry that something terrible has happened. Please, head out to the fields and begin looking for them. I will try to find the others who can aid in the search. Okay. Let's see where it takes us. Not seeing anything. You have found a place where it seems people broke into the city and disturbed the field. Well, let me out. Come on, let me out. You say they broke into the field. Well, I should be able to break out just as easy, but it's not letting me. Ah, here we go. Damn. Found bodies in the farm field. Alright, let's head back to the house and talk to Herbrand and let him know what happened.
There is no lack of things to be done.
I cannot believe they are gone. I am devastated by what is happening to this once fair city. Stuck in this cellar, I am unable to take in the beauty of Woodhurst. But it would be hard to enjoy such beauty when surrounded by malice and the blood of my family and friends. The violence is a stark contrast to the beauty this city holds. Please speak with Giefelmund about his security efforts here in Woodhurst. We must do something about this. And he's the one person I don't trust right now. But you're sending me to go talk to him? Alright, I'll go talk to him, and I'm not happy with it. I think he's behind everything, honestly. I think he's got treaties with the White Hand, and that's doesn't make me feel very comfortable or safe around here.
I am afraid of what is happening to these lands.
I am sad to hear that Woodhurst has lost more good men. We were not watching those fields as closely as we should have, and it seems we are too late now. The fields will be watched from now on. But I believe Woodhurst can be a place where the Rohirrim and Dunlending can coexist, as we are simply the people of the Stone Teens. Why must there be such hatred between us, when we have been brothers here for a long time? And now that they're watching the place, I am sure I will be followed. So that's going to probably trigger another quest series. That's just my guess. Oh no. And the game crashed, of course. Yay! I love it when the game crashes. It's so much fun. Let's go ahead and relaunch. All right. There we go. Here we go. Let's see if that works. Hopefully that will calm everything down. There we go. Oh, I picked up an unclaimed reward. So that got me some enhancement runes. Yay. So let's talk to Herobrand first.
I have need of your help.
I believe he is sincere in providing adequate protection and his desire to bring everyone in Woodhurst together. However, those soothsayer mentioned a growing darkness and someone or something powerful is working against us, driving our people apart. I agree with his sentiment that our Rohirrim and Dunlending brothers should be able to coexist. Most in the city have the blood of both, and I believe they are Hugh Giefelman seeks to align to his cause more than anyone else.
There is no lack of things to be done.
Invitation for a drink.
Kaelin proved his loyalty and has not left my side. At first, I thought he stayed close to keep an eye on me, but I found he is simply dedicated to me. He is a good man, and I see why my father liked him.
Kaelin came to me a few minutes ago looking nervous. Henri invited Kaelin for a drink at a nearby tavern, which seemed harmless, but Kaelin wouldn't be worried for nothing. Please, accompany Kaelin to help calm his nerves. All right. Thank you for agreeing to come with me. I believe Henri simply wants to catch up after being out of touch for some time, but something just did not seem right. I feel more comfortable having you come with me. We will leave as soon as you are ready to depart.
Arnwy invited Callan for a drink at the nearby inn. Herobrand is suspicious and requested you accompany Callan.
Zendrantra, how nice of you to join us. Kaelin, we worked together with Reeve Heremund for a long time. It's good to sit and have a drink with you again.
Yes, we have not taken time for this for too long.
I assume Herobrand is mostly healed by now?
He is doing better. We have not seen you come by for some time. What has occupied you?
There are some who have sought my attention.
Mm-hmm.
They have offered to do great things for this city and its people. I can arrange for you to meet them, as you should hear what they have to say.
Who are you talking to?
You will not like the answer to that question.
I cannot believe it. Are you working with the Dunlending? The ones quietly pillaging our fair city and killing our people.
You are too quick to judge. There are two sides to every story. Have you forgotten how many years they were mistreated, ridiculed, and exiled? The Dunlending have more claim to this land than the Rohirrim. They were here long before the Rohirrim came.
Have you abandoned reason?
You have clearly made up your mind, and I tried to save you from this fate.
I knew it. Dunlending ruffians had entered the tavern and attempting to ambush anyone who moves.
Damn.
Damn it, damn it, damn it. Well, I did survive the Dunlending ambush. But I cannot use the door. Ah! There we go. More of them coming. See, I was too good. I was too good, that's why. So I guess there's going to be another ambush coming. Let's back it up a bit and see if I can take them all out with one shot. Come on. I guess the answer to that question is yes. See to Kaelin's injuries. He's a lifeless body. There's not much I can do here. Kaelin received a serious blow to the head and passed away during your fight with the Dunlendings. You should return to Herobrand with Kaelin's body and inform him of what happened here. Damn.
There is no lack of things to be done.
That rotten traitor. Why would Henri do such a thing? I wonder if he's been working against me this entire time. He coordinated the attack and showed that he is working with the Dunlending ruffians. I'm a fool for not seeing it earlier. The Dunlendings have been the source of trouble brewing here. Was I blinded by my mixed heritage and my view of being them as brothers?
I have need of your help.
Persuading aid from Gapholt.
It pains me to ask this of you, but the Thane in Gapholt has long despised my family and will blame me and my father for allowing the city to fall. However, we are in need of his aid now, more than ever. He is of pure Rohirrim blood, which is rare in these parts, and is not understanding of the Dunlending half-bloods. Please, leave for Gapholt at once, and try to convince him to aid us.
All right. I think I already have the horse to Gapholt, so we'll just go ahead and pick that up. Ah, to slap, aren't we silly for what he did?
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
Yep, I already have it, so we'll do swift travel to Gapholt. By the way, this is the town where Bingo Boffin currently is. And it looks like there are some other quests for me to pick up here too, but we'll handle those in a minute. Let me go ahead and work. You arrived in Gapholt and found a number of refugees waiting to get in.
I am afraid of what is happening to these lands.
I have tried arguing with these guards, but to no avail. It has taken all day to get to the front of this line, and my children are hungry and restless. I do not understand why it demands so much to enter and make camp. And she has a new quest
These
for
are
me.
desperate times for the Rohirrim.
My children are crying and hungry, and I'm at my wit's end. These guards refuse to let us enter until we present papers that have been approved and signed. Can anything be done to expedite this process? I have said everything that I can and they will not relent. Will you speak with them and see if you can sway them?
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
I do not have the authority to grant their entry without papers. They've all tried, and I will tell you what I have told them. The papers must be checked and signed before I can allow entry, without exception. If you have concerns, then feel free to bring them up with Thane Nothmar. I'm only doing my duty. Let me go back here and talk to Weston. He is actually one of the people that I need to persuade aid, and so is there's the third one back there.
I am afraid of what is happening to these lands.
We've been waiting in this line for far too long. Why must we wait? I can see empty places over there for us to set up camp, yet we must wait here on this bridge. For what? I may just stake my tent here and make them move me when they are ready to finally acknowledge my presence.
I do not know if we will survive this onslaught.
This is absurd. How long must we wait?
I think the horses in the line are more agitated than I am. We cannot have any horses become unruly on this bridge. We may lose them all. And the new
I
quest?
am afraid of what is happening to these lands.
A long journey for the steeds. We need to ensure that these horses stay calm. They've all had a long journey here from Woodhurst and now grow restless waiting up on this bridge. I could use your aid, for I must keep my place in this line. Please, gather some of the horse seed from the bag at the end of the line and give a little to each horse. Hopefully that will ease their spirits. I can do that. This horse looks hungry. Alright, well there's 6 horses. There's still 2 more I need to feed. There we go. There we go. The horses seem more calm now that you've given them a little food, and it seems that they are less likely to become unruly and cause injury to themselves or others. Hopefully, whatever is delaying their entry will be resolved soon.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
There's nothing I can do. My hands are tied. You can shout at me as well if you would like, but my duty is to keep trouble out of Gatholt, and we cannot be too cautious. I simply need their papers. Anyone seeking refuge here needs papers, but you are seeking aid for Woodhurst? That is a matter you must bring to the Thane.
Alright. And there's Nothmar, who's the Thane of Gatholt. Right there. We'll talk to Tied Hands first.
I am afraid of what is happening to these lands.
The process to enter Gatholt is the same as it has always been, and it will stay that way. My priority is to make certain that Gatholt remains secure. Making a few refugees wait is unfortunate, but necessary.
And now I'll talk to him about aid.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
There is irony in the fact that Woodhurst's founder's ruling family were brothers. I have told them that many times that the dwindling half-bloods cannot be trusted. Can you not see the destruction below us? I have no men to spare for a hopeless Woodhurst. Woodhurst fell through the greed of the Rohirrim and an invasion force. Well, you have a valid point. We cannot risk being trapped here. My bitterness toward Hildebrand and his father clouded my judgment. I will bring aid to them, but only if you help my men prepare Gatholt for an attack. Should an attack come while we are gone.
not know if we will survive this onslaught.
I cannot in good conscience leave Gapholt in this state. We are barely prepared for an attack against with the men we do have, and if I take men with me to Woodhurst, then Gapholt will be helpless against any enemy force. If you want my aid, you must first help us prepare. We could use the barricades constructed throughout the town so many of the attackers will be funneled toward a more defensible location.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
I am torn in this decision, and I've said I would help aid Woodhurst, but their fall was of their own doing. It was inevitable, yet I know now I must help clean up the mess they made. I worry for Gapholt. We are ill prepared for a serious attack by the armies of the White Hand. I will depart with some of my men, but only when we are better prepared for an attack. And I will talk to her about the tied hands real quick.
I am afraid of what is happening to these lands.
Do we look like Dunlending riffraff? It is absurd that we must wait here to enter the safety of Gapholt. What if the Dunlendings fall upon us? Nothing I could do, I'm sorry. Alright, let's go ahead and pick up some wood so I can at least send some men to Woodhurst to help out. Let's pick up this millstone for Gapholt. There's the wood. There's another one. There's another one. Still 2 more piles of wood that I need to collect. They're just in town somewhere. I don't have exact locations. There's Bingo. I don't need to pick up his next quest, but I'm not ready to take it quite yet because it'll warp. I think his next quest will warp me to another town that I'm not quite ready for, honestly. All right, so where are the rest of the wood piles? There we go. One more wood pile. Anything over here near the mead hall? No. Oh, where are you? Where is that last wood pile? There it is. All right.
here we go. So we got the 5 wood piles. Now I'll need to go through and build some barricades. And yep, that's what I thought. There are going to be spots right where I'll be told to build them. Don't know if there's any out here that I need to build. Doesn't look it. Okay. Right there's the second barricade. Must be over here. There it is. 3 and 4 are right here and here. And the last barricade is right there. Alright, so let's talk to Thane Nothmar. And hopefully the other preparations will go fairly quickly as well.
I do not know if we will survive this onslaught.
The barricades you made seem sturdy and will help remaining defenders should the enemy attack. Your help building and placing them is appreciated. But we are nearly ready to depart for Woodhurst, but we could use a few supplies for the journey. We could use the supply of berries that grow in the woods nearby.
Here we go. So where are the rest of the berries? Oh, that doesn't look good. That doesn't look good at all. There we go. There's the last berries right there. There we go. Alright, so I'll speak to Nothmar, and hopefully he's ready to send aid to Woodhurst, and then we can go ahead and continue onward.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
Thank you for collecting these berries. They should tide the men over until we reach Woodhurst. Could you fill my water skin at the waterfall?
Here we go.
I do not know if we will survive this onslaught.
Thank you. Your aid has eased my worries for Gepald's safety. If the enemy comes in great number, no amount of preparation would have helped. With your aid, the men can hold off a reasonable attack, should the enemy come while we're gone.
I do not know if we will survive this onslaught.
Very well. As promised, you will have my aid, and I will gather the men, and we will soon depart for Woodhurst.
No, so it's just this one's going to be a sell. Because I don't think the iron one's going to be Vitality, Might, Fate, Max Power, Max Morale. So yeah, let's just take the most expensive. 5, 5, and 5. So just grab one and go.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
The long road to Woodhurst.
I have gathered the men, and they await my order to depart. I must speak with those who are coordinating the defense while I'm gone. You seem eager to return to Woodhurst. Feel free to depart when you are ready, and we will meet you there. I am a man of honor, and will keep my word.
It says, crossed the bridge to leave Gapholt. Westron tries to get your attention as you pass by.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
On our way from Woodhurst, we saw that the White Hand had taken mate Isenor. What could be done about them? They shot arrows at our caravan on the way by, and it seems like they could threaten Gapholt if left unchecked. The road to Woodhurst goes right by there.
So now I have a reason to enter Mate Isenor. So we'll head to Mate Isenor and take a look around. I already saw some White Hand that were there. So I'm definitely ready to get my fill of some White Hand. When I get close, I'll rebuff up myself and be prepared for battle. There we go. Should almost be there. Yep. Alright, here we are. Let's get buffed up. The enemy has taken Beit Isenor. And it looks like I've got 3 new quests. 4 new quests. I need to defeat White Hand forces, White Hand overseers, the White Hand captain, collect some enemy tools, and defeat some dwindling laborers and White Hand warriors. All in an effort to clear Isenor. So I get to have some fun. Pick up some of these tools. Anybody over here? No. I'm not supposed to search that body. Alright, let's head up to the next level. Boom! There's the White Hand captain. To the next level. Okay, why? Oh, there we go. Company. Shadowy. Two more tattered shadows, and we got an ad coming up, and I will see you wonderful people on the flip side. Welcome back, everybody. I'm just working on clearing out a few of these quests. Defeating the Uruk-hai in charge of the mine will disrupt their operations. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is 50 completed quests in the Stone Deans. I've got the title, The Hero of the Stone Deans. And I picked up another 5 LOTRO points. we go. I got somebody coming up here who wants to have some fun. Come on. Come on. You can make your way here. Come on. Oh. The mining operations have all but stalled now that you've defeated most of the working here in the mine. These Edoras should easily be reclaimed when Giefelman is ready. Yeah, should bring the tools to the mine overseer at Weedy some more. Which is the main mine, the one that I was at training at. And then I need to go and talk to Herobrand and let him know that there is aid on the way from Wood there is aid on the way, so. Actually, I should have a port to Woodhurst. We can probably take that. That'll speed things up a little bit. By the way, there have been people who've been asking what it is that I usually drink during the stream. And honestly, all it is a little bit of Pellegrino with some, I don't know if you can, how well you can see it. Let me go full screen here real quick. A little bit of a Dole Whip flavored thing. It goes into the, I just squirt it into the water. And it makes it taste like a Dole Whip from like Disney. And I find that the tanginess of the Pellegrino complements it really well. But that's just me. There we go. Ah, there's Nothmar right there. That's good.
There is no lack of things to be done.
Ah, you've returned. It is good to see you again. Giefelman will be happy to know his mine will be less difficult to reclaim. The White Hand encamped there would only have added to our difficulties here eventually. Thane Nothmar arrived with his men shortly before you did, and we need to gather Giefelman and his men. The time has come for us to act.
There is no lack of things to be done.
Reinforcements for Woodhurst.
A formidable Dunlani chieftain now sits on the throne of Woodhurst, and Henri has joined him. The men of Lord Woodhurst were our brothers, but the men in the mead hall are working for the White Hand, and are not my brothers. They are wicked men, and it seems the soothsayer was right, and the city has fallen. It is up for us to act. The time has come to gather Nothmar and Giefelman's men. We must confront our foe.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
Aye, we are ready. We have rested from our journey from Gapholt and are ready for a fierce battle that is surely ahead of us.
So now I'll go talk to Giefelman. Like I said, this whole thing just feels like it just doesn't feel right to me. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I don't know, it just doesn't, something just doesn't click. Been reading Dune too much. Plans within plans, yes. Uso. We have worm sign the likes of which even God has never seen.
I do not know if we will survive this onslaught.
It is good to see you have returned. My men have gathered, and we are prepared.
I do not know if we will survive this onslaught.
The city has fallen as the soothsayer had predicted. I was a fool to think God Captain Thufworth was the rising darkness, but he was a part of the problem. I should have known the Dune lending were involved. Though it was his duty, Thufworth was doing nothing about them. The time has come to confront our true foe. Woodhurst will be changed forever after this. Either better or worse. Speak to me again when you are ready.
Alright, let's do this.
The enemy no longer hides in the shadows and has taken the mead hall by force. There are so many that this will surely be a battle. When you are ready, we will fight our way there.
A dark power waited in the shadows of Woodhurst for the moment to strike, and watched while the city's champions squabbled among themselves. Now residing on the seat as Woodhurst's conqueror, the champions may be too weak to purge its growing influence.
We have the fight ahead of us. Eobrand and Nothmar said they would meet us at the fountain. We should capture and hold the fountain area while they make their way to us.
Ooh, he's a toughie. 71,000. I need to draw him over toward me because he's beating up on some of my friends there. I can take the hits because I have some healing, so. There we go. You defeated the enemy around the fountain and can hear Hildebrand and Nothmar approaching. There they are.
This is only the beginning. We need to make our way to the mead hall door. Nothmar's men will stay with Mandor and Skufra and will hold the fountain behind us.
Urukai. I want Arnwy, he's mine. Back up a little bit. Alright, let me heal up a little bit here. Alright. Are you still at Edoras? It's been a dry day for Shadows Fargo. Yeah, well, I'm still I'm in Woodhurst. We're still trying to evacuate Edoras. But yeah, it has been kind of a dry day. I was expecting a little bit more by now.
Onwe's fate was sealed when he killed Kaelin and turned on all of us with the White Hand. They are likely prepared for us inside. We need to be careful. The time to end this is now. You and I will take the right side. Gifilman and Nothamar should be able to handle the left. Keep your eye on them and help them if they need it, but you should stick with me. We'll make quick work of the defilers of our great hall.
Everyone's still doing good. Let's go out here and take out that Urukai and get them advancing up. There we go. Get everybody healed.
Thurthworth, that vile traitor. He helped them take the city. Weapons ready. For glory.
there we go.
We are victorious. I cannot thank you enough for your aid in reclaiming Woodhurst from the cruel grip of the White Hand. We could not have claimed victory today without you. Eowyn and I have much to discuss about the future of Woodhurst, and there is time for that. But today, we celebrate our victory. If any enemy still remain in the city, they will be routed out. With their leaders defeated, there will no longer be organized resistance. The city is ours again.
There is no lack of things to be done.
That was a great battle, and one we will soon not forget. I have reclaimed the seat that was my father's, but I am leaving Eowyn in charge. He has proven his loyalty and will make a dependable steward until I return. I have heard rumor of aid needed in the Westfold. I will soon pack my belongings and join those following Erkenbrand at the ford of Isen. May we meet again someday.
Good. Very good, very good, very good. Oh, this is a huge upgrade. Fate, Physical Mastery, Evade, Critical Defense. No, we'll take this one. Use those runes. There's a tailor, which I do not need. A couple of scholars. Hopefully there'll be one of those that I can use. Nope. And yes, but it's Woods lore. Not something I need. Alright. So let me go ahead now, and I will drop off those tools at Weed Eastermore. It's not that far away from here now that the city is safe. There we go. Alright, so we've saved Woodhurst. Looks like now I need to go along the road to Aldburg. I've got some signs for survivors outside of Isengard. And I need to help the people of the Entwad. Let me turn these in.
I am afraid of what is happening to these lands.
Were you the high elf that worked for me before? Ah, you have more tools for me. Where did you find them? The workers of Beit Isidore were good men. Your deeds have avenged their deaths, and we may now soon reclaim that mine. Thank you for bringing these tools from that work site. I will ensure they get put to good use.
Alright. Let me double check here. There's the Eastfold quest, there's the Entwash, but I'm going to get rid of that one. There's War in the Westmanet, Fangorn. I did start Hitbold, but I haven't been able to get anywhere in it yet. Go. Speak with Gandalf in the Westfold. Let me go ahead and near Helm's Deep. Alright. We're going to go ahead and head back to Edoras and then head over to talk to, I think, it's the next place I want to go. I also need to head to Aldburg. Maybe we should do that one first. Oh, decisions. You try to do the story right. And there we go. That one's down there near Snowbourne. Couple quests south of Edoras and west of Edoras. And that's heading me toward Underharrow and Dunharrow, which I really don't want to do quite yet. Maybe it is time I do that. Because it looks like down here... Help the people of the Entwad. Travel to the entrance of the Underharrow. Let's head to Edoras. Let me go see if Eowyn has anything for me before I continue on. She may have another quest for me to do. Oh, maybe she doesn't. Okay, let me talk to her real quick, though. She does have a blue ring over her head, which means she has further information for me. So there might be some place for me to go.
Ellen Fremedon and I have never agreed upon anything.
The people of Entwad will need your assistance before they can come to Edoras. Travel northeast to their village and help them as much as you can. People of the Entwad may be more willing to listen to you than will be the next one with whom you speak. And Fremedon, okay. So yeah, let's head to the Entwad. Travel northeast to their village. I don't know if I have. Do I have a port to Entwad? No. All right, let's head to Entwad then. Second chunk something real quick here. Alright, so 93, 86, 93, 88, 88. So, looks like 86, the Burdens of Underharrow. Talk to Ellen Fremedon. Book 12 is level 8. Word from Edoras, look for danger along the road to Aldburg is level 88. And that's in the Eastfold. Alright, let's head to the Eastfold. Kingstead, so yeah. Entwad. See if I got a ride to Entwad.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
I do, so we'll swift travel there. Word from Edoras. It is that way. It's about 1,500 meters away to this way. So that way. And there is a King's... Yeah, we'll hit that one there.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
Nope, I'm not giving me a ride from there. So let's... Now, I was asked, by Eomer, who was imprisoned by Grima Wormtongue when he was, when he had Theoden King's mind enslaved, to check the road that leads to Aldburg and to help them out, since he's going to be going away. So we're going to go ahead and do that part now. So we're going to head to Aldburg. And I think I still have my... No, I don't. Oh, I do. Good. I still have my Stone of the Tortoise activated, so... Oh, and these are all gray up here, so I don't have to worry about it too much. Yeah, buddy. You don't want to mess with me. Don't think I need... Taylor is up to Enorian. Forrester's up to Enorian. Still working on scholarly stuff. And I'm still working on prospecting stuff. Okay. Been trying my best to keep my crafting up to level at least. Okay, continue south along over the bridge and head to Aldburg. Am I up to Prospector? Well, I still need Eorlingus. Okay, so I still need Eorlingus Scarn. Okay. Okay. Continue down this road. And from here, we head this way. This should be one of the last quests before we're ready to head to Dunharrow. Last quest series, I should say. That is to help out in Aldburg and such. And once I finish that, I should be able to head to Underharrow and Dunharrow and then continue on with the epic story. But I do need to head to the Westfold, and I need to speak with Gandalf there. So we'll finish up the Aldburg stuff, then we'll head to the Westfold. I already handled this, and I stopped this because I got distracted. So these are some of the evacuees. Unfortunately, they got attacked by the White Hand. Okay, now we're coming up on... Assessing the damage. Assess the damage done to the overturned wagon. The road from Edoras to Aldburg sees much less traffic, which makes it an attractive place for the orcs to attack. You should be wary as you journey to Aldburg and deal with any threats that may arise. White Hand orcs rush toward the overturned cart. There you go. This orc attack has been quelled, but it's only a matter of time before another one occurs. Nevertheless, you've made travel somewhat safer between Aldburg and Edoras. Hurt Towns. Haven't seen those in a while. Still got a ways to go, so I better mount up. There's a morale circle, so that's good to know. Where's a lathe bear? There was a lathe bear. Okay. Another double the damage. Ah, dangers. Yep. Another overturned wagon. You've defeated the orc attack along the road to Aldburg. The likelihood of another occurring is high, but for now, the road is safe. Alright, we can continue. Oh! Alright, let's head out of here. Okay, which way from here? South. At least they're well-maintained roads. That's good. Looks like we're almost there at Aldburg. New deed, Eastfold Exploration. And I've discovered Aldburg. I should talk to Eowyn is my next quest, and he is over here. There he is.
We keep safe these lands. How long?
Eomer has been freed. You should have never been held captive in the first place, but I will not speak ill of Theoden King. You say that you were attacked by orcs unknown to you upon your journey here. I was recently followed by a party of white-haired orcs, but you are certain these were not the same. My cousin Eomer and I have had many encounters with Saruman's orcs, and I fear that they may attack us here in Aldburg. We will be watchful, but you should speak with Arsil. He is a stout warrior, but as Reeve, well, my cousin, he surely is not. Let me go ahead and get the millstone for Aldburg. Should be over this way. Ah, no, I guess not. That's the auction hall. I thought there was going to be a millstone over here. Kind of a far place out from the millstone, though.
Also, no stable master that I've seen yet either. Unless I missed it, which is very possible. Let's check by the entrance. Okay, there's the stable and the mealstone right there. Good.
I do not know if we will survive this onslaught.
There we go. Okay. So now let's go ahead and talk to Arsil and give him the word from Edoras.
There are so many things that need to be done.
You say that Eowyn has been freed. This is surely wonderful news. However, while I am thankful to hear of this, we have pressing matters to attend here at Aldburg. These orc attacks should not be taken lightly, but with our depleted numbers, we must bolster our defenses.
There is no shortage of things that need doing in the Eastfold.
The history of Aldburg.
While we decide upon a course of action in regards to these different orcs, I might recommend that you explore Aldburg. Despite the damage that has been done, this is still a very lovely place. While you were exploring, talk to some of the inhabitants and gain some knowledge about the history of our great home. As you might have noticed, we are very vulnerable here at Aldburg. Most of our men have gone west, for good reason, and as you speak with others, feel free to assist those who may need it.
So it looks like I'm going to be going around doing a bunch of quests here in Aldburg. And I do believe before I do that, I am going to go ahead and call an end to my stream here for today. So I would like to thank everyone for joining me today. We finished up Brockbridge and finished up Woodhold, and now we're up to Aldburg. And that should just about finish up all the quests that I need to do in order to evacuate Edoras and get all of those things set up that Eowyn asked me to do before we head to Underharrow and continue on with the epic quest. So hopefully next session will be the end to that. But let me go ahead here real quick and see who else is running Lord of the Rings online, so that I can go ahead and have you guys continue your enjoyment. Let's see who else is doing it right now. Raid browser. Proof. Alright, let me see here. Let's the questing dad is questing with mom. So we'll go ahead and join the questing dad today. So again, I would like to thank everyone for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful day. So please, take care, be safe, and I will see you all very, very soon.
Close and was like, oh shit, I shouldn't be this close.
Basically.
Flinging my little daggers.
My lord, it would seem you are being raided.
Talisian!
Start
How's it
locking
going?